What did you familiar? What did you familiar? What did you familiar? We brought her back, you guys. Jules is back once again. The loveliest. So today, we're gonna be doing a basketball-inspired themed photo shoot. I want to continue to have that natural light photography going on, so I'm gonna have an ND filter again today. I'll tell you guys my settings as I continue to start, and the only thing that I'll be changing throughout the entire time of shooting will just be my ND filter. I'm gonna try to set a base setting for that I would like to be able to use for today, and just continue to change my ND filter as needed while shooting. All right, so we have a basketball court kind of here. It's like a different vibe. I'll give you guys some different cinematic views of the overall location and stuff. We are currently in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and my whole idea was kind of just to find something that had primarily blues around it for her to wear something kind of yellow that would kind of pop against it. So we have a black cover up that we'll take the photos in to kind of show the flowiness of that cover up and stuff of that nature, and then we'll have it to where we take it off as well. If you guys see me squinting a lot, it's because, you know, the sun is outside and it's hot. All right, so without further ado, let's get into the video. I decided to get the reflector out because the lighting and sun is really bothering me. So I feel like if I could bounce it onto my subject, it would help out a lot more. And we're overall doing this natural light photography thing lately. So I could use this to kind of like, you know, you can see kind of how it kind of like, not shade, diffuses the sunlight. It gets a lot better. You got harsh lighting, and then it gets that diffused lighting. So we're gonna go ahead and literally just use this. But we're gonna put the gold on the other side, because I could use a balancer, I could do a lot of different things with this. This is a 5-in-1 reflector. If you guys don't know what this is or haven't used one before, this is what that is. So I'm gonna go ahead and just feel it onto the other side, because I want to be able to use this, I'm gonna use this gold side to be able to kind of get it to like cast onto Jules. There you go. Because initially I had the silver side on, and the silver side usually works well with more so, I'd say, you know, unmelanated skin, or people who kind of need the pores to pop, or if you're kind of like going for more of that editorial vibe. But when you want that gold or golden hour to like kind of like bounce onto your subject, you're gonna need a golden reflector. So I'm using the hand method, seeing where my hand hits, boom, the lighting is coming this direction. All right, cool. So I'm gonna aim my reflector this direction to be able to hit onto my subject. All right, yep, I just hit you in the eyes. That's how you know it's working. All right, so I know it's a basketball themed thing, so I kind of want to shoot over here so we can see back this way, because the sun is coming this way. So I kind of want to shoot, that way. Like I want to shoot like, maybe you're here, and I can see there. Yeah, you're there. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, there we go. So I literally have the light hitting down, it's hitting onto my reflector, and it's leaning onto me. I don't have a team, right? I don't have anybody helping me be able to hold this reflector up. So I'm literally having to do it myself. So I'm literally aiming it to where I feel like it needs to be. It's under her skin, and now I know that I can go ahead and take the shot. So I'm gonna try to get her into a good pose. Like release your body from it maybe a little bit. Maybe put your hand, yeah, that's kind of cute, I'm only gonna stay up top with it. Hold it, 3, 2, and 1. Yep, hold. 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys, so I think I like these shots right now. My settings currently, this is gonna help like also make that skin look more golden for the time. My settings right now are 800 on the ISO. My shutter is at 2500, and my aperture is at 2.8. And I have the ND filter on, and it's making her skin glow. So I'm gonna take a picture with it, and then I'm gonna take a picture without it. So this is without, and then this one is with. You can see the immediate difference in her skin. So I can go, I'm gonna go up higher on the ND filter as well, just to get that darkness. Yep. Hold it in one. Look right at me. Yeah, that's really cute. Lean forward a little bit more. There we go. I'm gonna keep this reflector bouncing into her face. I'm gonna do a lower angle as well and get this shot right here, so I can get that basketball court in there. Kind of that Puerto Rico vibe with the gold. And I'm gonna cut it right at her knees to have some good framing and composition. And the entire time I'm using rule of thirds and leading lines along while shooting, because up top there's some leading lines. I'll show you guys inside of the photos for you guys to be able to view. And then on the back there's leading lines, and then also the leading lines going up, and they're all directing your eye towards my subject. So I'm being very, very intentional with the photos that I'm taking. I'm not just spraying and praying. So I'm gonna go ahead and move over to here. I kind of want you, let's say, actually, I want you here. So you're gonna be leaned up against this like that, and maybe this leg is over like this, and then your other hand is like here to your body or something. Let's see how that looks. And I'm gonna try to also bounce the lighting again. Once again, yeah, this is great. And then with it being as big, you guys may be like, oh, why do you have such a big of a reflector? Because the bigger the reflector, the more that it can like actually, the more of the body that it will actually be able to cast onto. So if it's a smaller reflector, you may only be able to get half of the body, but being that this is about the same size as her body, I'm able to literally get, you know, extra lighting boosted onto her entire body to get all those undershadows out, undertones out, and still be able to get that gold that's coming from the reflector. If I had the, you know, the standard silver side, it would just bounce the same light back, but this gold kind of enhances the light of the sun to be able to bounce back. Or if I wanted to just kind of bounce extra lighting and make it softer, I could bounce it like this. Just like so. I love me a good reflector. It's very, very subtle changes, but when you're editing and that lighting helps you out a lot, it's very, very easy to be able to see just how much it does. Like just me putting it to the white side right now is bouncing the light onto my subject. Me turning it to this side right now, it's not reflecting that light onto my subject, but it's giving that tint of gold. All right, so ready? Yep. So just like that, but put your foot back on the other side of your leg. Yeah, like that. There you go. There you go. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Yes, there you go. 3, 2, and 1. Yep. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. I'm being very strategic. I'm using my rule of thirds grid, and yes, I am framing her up onto that as well, but I'm making sure to keep in mind that I'm here for a reason, right? I have this whole location for a reason. I'm trying to back up enough, and I put her in the bottom right corner of my third on one of those golden thirds. If you guys are in PNG University, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what those golden thirds are. We have 3 different golden thirds that we like to use, and if you're in PNG University, then you already know. If you aren't, then go to www.pnguniversity.com and join. It's $20 a month, you guys, if you want to get in there and get in that learning community. We have classes every single week, Mondays and Wednesdays, all right? But that golden third, just kind of tell you quickly, is you have those different lines, and when you line them up on the same point, that also hits within the within that rule of thirds grid. This is where you kind of direct the eye, right? So you have something of significance on the left side, and you have something else of importance, which is maybe your subject on the other side. So one of those golden rules is my subject. The other golden rule is this basketball goal, right? So it's showing the importance of the session. And then I'm doing high, medium, low, which is what a lot of you guys may know if you're in PNG University. This is 3-3-3, right? This is my high shot, this is my medium shot, this is my low shot. This is one of my threes, only one of my threes, right? And every single photo shoot that I do, I'm implementing these different frameworks into that. So if you're not in PNG University, definitely join PNG University. All right, ready? Hold it up. 3, 2. I'm trying to back up more so I can get more body. 3, 2, 1. Yep. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. We almost done. 3, 2, 1. And 1. Hold it. Lower. Hold it. Once you get your settings dialed in, you can kind of play around. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. And 1. Back. To not be able to see the goal, cause like if I shoot this way, oh, this would be a fire shot, but how would I be able to frame that up? I think, how the hell can I frame this up? Cause it had to be like, probably like one of the ones like how you did under the waterfall with both of your arms up. Something showing the flowiness of it. So go in this corner.
Wait, what corner?
This right here, right there. And then line up. Ooh, so you guys can literally see it. Like, kind of zoom in on Jules and let them see the lighting, how the lighting changes. You see it? That's the reflector, you guys. You guys see how the lighting is hitting onto her? That's the reflector. So you want to aim it to where the lighting is right onto her, not when it's off. Because you see how she gets dark, she gets light, dark, light. And I don't even have a second lighting setup. This is all natural lighting, and I'm just using the reflector. So now I can go here, just like though. Go ahead, put your arms up and pose. 3, 2, and 1. Maybe like cross over, like or something like that. There you go. Hold. I mean, I did, but I know how you are about dirt stuff. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Oh my goodness, yep. And I'm framing it up with leading lines, and I also see that there's a palm tree up there. I'm framing that palm tree inside of the shot as well. So I'm putting my subject and the goal and the palm tree all in the same frame on the same third. All right, let's lock it in. 3, 2, and 1. Hold on, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go ahead and move her over a little bit to the left. So that way the goal is now on 1/3. My subject is on the 2nd third. Sorry. 3, 2, and 1. Hold 3, 2, and 1. 3, 2, and 1. One more, hold it. Yep. Oh, yep. And 1. Look off that way. Other way now. And 1. Bro, this is so tough. There we go. Whew. All right, maybe off now to cover up. so you can give body or something. So maybe I'm gonna frame you up. I'm gonna frame you up here. I'm trying to frame her up with this building. Like I told you guys, I put on 2/3. So I have her framed up with this 2/3 line. So now this should be good. Yeah, so I have her on one side with the other line on the other side. I'm at 24 millimeters, same exact settings as before. I'm gonna use my viewfinder to make sure that I lock in my settings and dial those in. Right, boom, yep. Hold 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna make sure that this lighting hits right into my subject with this big old ND filter. Yep, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there you go, 3, 2, 1.
I just wanted to talk my stuff real quick. You guys will see a lot of images. I show you guys the raws. My whole saying is real, raw, unfiltered, all right? Some of y'all be in the comments talking ish about the raw photos. Do y'all forget that they're raw photos? Like, these are unedited, untouched images. All right, the edited and touched and retouched images are on Instagram. All right, so I'm just letting you guys know. I show you guys this so that way you guys see like how it comes fresh out of camera. All right, I'm being fully transparent, fully open, fully real, raw, and unfiltered with you guys. I could be like other YouTubers and pop only the final product or the really good looking image on the screen after it's been edited and retouched in raw and make you guys have no confidence, right? Because I used to watch channels like that and it used to take all my confidence away because I could never get the image to look like theirs. So I'm showing y'all real, raw, unfiltered, how it comes fresh out of camera. Then if you guys want to see how I edit these images, go to PNG University. All right, I'll leave a link down below for that. But literally all of the behind the scenes, I'm showing you guys real, raw, unfiltered, how I shoot it and exactly how it looks fresh out of camera. And then anything behind the scenes, admin work like editing and things of that nature, you know, post editing, pre-production, stuff like that. I made the mood board for this shoot as well. Yeah, all that stuff is inside of PNG University. So if you guys need any help on anything like that, anything like planning, if you guys need any help on editing, if you guys need help on color grading, if you guys need help on, you know, just general admin work and how to, you know, set up systems so that way you can continue shooting more effectively and more efficiently, which is the most important part, saving time. You want to save time, PNG University for sure. But I love showing you guys the real, raw, the unfiltered, man. Like, some of these shots don't look bad. Am I happy to put all of them up there? No. Some of the shots had her feet inside of it with her slides on the floor, right? And this is just what it is. Like, I could try to sugarcoat and I could try to be something that I'm not, but I'm not. I'm gonna show you guys real, raw, and unfiltered, right? This should give you guys confidence to get out there and shoot. I want to show you guys that not every single shot comes out looking fire. I'm not only going to show the edited images on the screen. I'm going to show you guys exactly how this raw AWR photo looks coming out of my Sony A7RV. All right, let's get back to the video.
Yep, 3, 2, 1. Yep, cute. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Don't move. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there you go. Look up and off that way. So I have her looking towards the goal a little bit lower, right here. I have her looking towards the goal kind of, and look at me right here. Yep. Don't move. I'm gonna scroll all the way into to 70 millimeters, you guys, at the exact same settings, all right? Just like so. Make sure that lighting's on her face. Zoom in at 70. Hold 3, 2, 1. Yep, 3, 2, 1. And I have a little bit of the bokeh, but it being the basketball goal behind her still. Yep, and 1. And 1. Hold it. Cute. Eye contact. And 1. Hold it, don't move. I really want this one shot, but it's like I can't get this shit because I can't frame it up right. Oh, there we go. And 1. There we go. Oh yeah, go ahead. So you on this pole, like maybe now you're this way probably. You're like this, laying this way. And I'm gonna shoot from this way. Well, all of this is your background. Yeah. There you go, sun's back out. And I'm gonna lean it. Oh my gosh, it's like hitting hard. Right here. Oh yeah, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Hold, I'm just changing my ND filter. Same settings as before. Making sure that lighting hits her face. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it, I'm gonna just turn it and bounce.
That shit is warm.
I'm gonna bounce that light.
I also wanted to mention that I honestly love shooting natural light. Like, it's become a thing that I've been doing more often than not. Like, I've been shooting natural light a lot lately. I think for all of my passion projects, any of my collab work, I have been playing around with natural light. I've been traveling a lot and I've been using natural light. I always bring my flash too, and I always end up still shooting with natural light and an ND filter. I'm gonna buy some more filters like mist filters, stuff like that, start playing around with it, maybe even come out with my own. Haha, who knows, right? But I've been really enjoying shooting natural light because I feel like it's the closest to you guys. Like, anyone can do it. If I'm out here shooting and I'm out here doing it, I'm literally showing you guys that anyone can do it. You don't need 3 lights, 7 lights, 10 lights, 30 lights. I'm literally showing you guys how to work with the bare minimum and do anything for the shot, like literally keeping it bare, keeping it real, raw, unfiltered, lol. But it was literally hot outside. It was 107 degrees. We were dying. I had to stop this video like 4 times because I was trying to breathe. Like, I may have some clips inside of there. I think I had cut them out, but it was very hot, bro. Like, this Puerto Rico weather was not it. Like, we literally rode around forever. I hope I have like some of the vlog footage to put in there for you guys, but we literally rode around forever just to get this shot, like just to literally try to find this specific basketball court. We found others, but they were inside of neighborhoods. Some of them were inside of projects. We didn't know if they were like necessarily safe or not. But bro, when I tell you that we went through so much to find this one spot, and then I almost didn't want to shoot. We stopped, we parked, and I literally did not want to get out. I was like, bro, it's so hot outside. We were blowing that rental car's AC crazy. All right, you guys, I was in PR with the renty, and I had that RAV4 blowing. All right, you guys, and it was a 2014 RAV4, so like it was really blowing the AC, bro. That thing only had 14,000 miles on it. It was a 2014 Nice. It was a 2014 with freaking 14,000 miles. I was like, bro, that thing don't go nowhere on the island, man. But yeah, so I'm ashy a little bit. It's okay. I'm rambling. I'm sorry, but anything for the shot, bro. Like, don't be afraid of what you have. Don't be afraid of your gear. Don't let your gear hold you down. Let your gear hold you back. Don't let anyone tell you what you can or can't do with the gear that you currently have. Get out there and shoot something. All right. I'm gonna have both, but I want to do somewhere where I just bounce the light with the white rather than always having to bounce the light with the gold. Okay. Yep. Hold 3, 2, 1. That white is making it a lot too harsh, so I got to go back up on my I got to go back up on my my ND filter. Hold 3, 2, 1. Yep. 3, 2, 1. Yep, eye contact real quick. And 1. Bouncing is always gonna be softer, if you guys don't know yet. And 1, hold it, look up that way. Oh, that's really cute, don't move, don't move, don't move. I'll change it right here. And 1. Look at me. Put that hand like up and look at me. Don't move, don't move. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. I go to crazy extents for you guys. That's all I have to say, bro. I came all the way out here with a mission and a plan. I had this idea on my mood board. Me and Jules created it. I'm overly tired. I'm overly exerted. I haven't eaten this morning. And I just want you guys to know, like, bro, do anything for your shot. Like, whatever limits you got to put yourself to. Like, not saying, like, you know, harm yourself, but there's certain times where there's sacrifice that needs to be made. And when you need to make the sacrifice, you need to understand that, like, bro, sometimes, like, you have to sacrifice certain things in order to get things that you want. And for me, bro, this was one of those bucket list shots that I wanted as well. And I just want to continue to push you guys to do anything for your shot, bro. Like, no matter what it is, no matter where it is, no matter how it is, no matter what it is you have to do, bro, do anything for your shot in life. I'll leave links down below to everything. I love you guys, love you guys, love you guys. Let me know down below what else you guys want to see from me and Jules. Until next time.
Taxi.
Oh, there's the cookies. Be right back.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.